Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I'm here with my wants to eat like a Gilmore wife, Laura.
I'm here with my took what I was about to say about him husband, Nathan.
And we're here to look at the Eat Like a Gilmore cookbook.
This is the unofficial cookbook for those who love the TV show Gilmore Girls, just as I do. Not really Nathan, but I do.
And apparently this cookbook's been very, very popular.
Yeah, I've seen it sell out a few times online, and there's been like competitions you can win signed versions. Pretty cool. I'm a huge fan of Gilmore Girls. I don't know how many times I've watched the whole thing. And for those that were fans of the original and didn't know, there's also a Netflix 4-part series too.
As you can tell, I'm going to be speaking a lot during this review.
Nathan will know nothing about this. So
I have actually watched some Gilmore Girls.
You have, only because I've had it on, yeah. We're just going to flip through the cookbook, tell you some of the recipes we'd like to try, and hopefully, we've been in the process of moving house for a little while. Hopefully when we get settled, we'll be doing some recipes out of this,
Ninja
the Coca-Cola
Turtles.
cookbook, and the Ninja Turtles
And
too.
we also have a World of Warcraft cookbook and a Vampire Diaries. And
We have so more coming. True Blood, not Vampire Diaries.
Are they the same thing?
No, they're not. Alright, let's get going. So as we said, this is an unofficial one. This is just obviously a huge fan of the show that's spent just so much time making the recipes.
So you got cocktails, mocktails, and all sort of beverages.
We'll see those as we go.
Pancakes.
So this is the lady herself here. So it has just obviously information about her and how she came up with the book and all that kind of thing. Do you want to keep your...
Hang
so
on,
I don't have to reach across the screen.
Just turn the brightness down a little bit because it looks a little bit bright.
Alrighty.
So more about her.
Yep, lots of info there, how it all came about. There's quite a lot there about that, as well as some like websites and fan things and people who contributed to help put the book together.
Oh, there is quite a few, isn't there? Which
Recipe testers, because you've got to have recipe testers.
I wish I was a recipe tester.
That would be pretty fun.
Reference guides for ounce, teaspoons, grams, all that sort of thing, which is very handy.
Alright, so then we have coffee. Because, you know, Gilmore Girls, coffee, they kind of go together.
If you say so.
Pity I don't drink coffee.
Coffee 101, naming your machine, filtered water measurements.
So this is probably the section that I would least sort of be interested in, unfortunately, because I don't really drink coffee.
The Coach Latte, the Suki way,
and the Lorelei way.
Forgive me if I deliberately mispronounce things. Here we go.
None of these particularly appeal to me. I will be perfectly honest.
Mocha chocolate caramel chino.
Candy cane coffee. Bear in mind, pretty much all of these recipes are mentioned heavily in the show for those who haven't seen it and may still be watching.
So here are all the drinks and beverages.
The Rory.
They've even got like the testers who actually tested it specifically. Yep. So that's pretty cool. You've got the ingredients and then just prep, mix, serve.
That is usually what they include in a recipe book.
But it's very streamlined. Some of the older books
It's nice, it's clear, it's straightforward. Oh, the good old Founder's Day punch. I definitely want to give this one a go sometime.
A martini.
The other thing, it's probably a little bit hard to see, I might just zoom in to show you quickly, is the top corner of the recipes, they have where the recipe comes from. So this is from Emily's house, because the martinis served mostly at Emily's house.
Makes sense.
And then there is like one for Luke's Diner, and then you'll see, we'll mention them as we go through. So all the different places that the food was kind of iconic.
And
there's a little one for like Suki, for example, things she's cooked.
Gimlet.
It's pretty cool.
Bloody Mary.
Some of them are like come from traditional recipes, and some of them are a little bit more.
This one says Suki's Kitchen.
Yeah, so that's obviously something that she made in the show.
Town favourite, I imagine the Founder's Day punch.
Favourite.
Manhattan. We're going to sort of go through most of because most of these I think are traditional drinks with like a spin on them from Gilmore Girls, aren't they?
Some of them don't even have a spin really. I mean, the Shirley Temple obviously has been around. Hot chocolate. It's just a nice version.
Chai latte.
And it's nice, and it's a nice collection. I actually really like this book. Wassail. Alright, then we get into pancakes, French toast, omelettes, and cereals. Sounds good to me. So there's the Luke's Diner symbol at the top.
Optional add-ons.
Optional add-ins.
Alright, so optional add-ins.
Blueberries, chocolate chips. Delicious.
Pumpkin pancakes.
Not something we really have here in Australia, to be honest.
Pumpkin's not really that big here, or pumpkin spice and all that sort of things. Three-egg omelette.
So some of them, like I said, are quite simple, and then some are really interesting, I think. There's some really good ones coming up.
Egg white omelette.
From Suki's Kitchen.
Ooh, donuts.
With a few different like glaze options, which is pretty cool.
Banana Foster's French toast. Now that sounds like my cup of tea. if it was tea in a banana form.
We should mention there's also like a little description of where it comes from in the show too.
This one says, so your engine's burned down, take solace, because now you get to have a decadent breakfast, perhaps the best of your life, made by Suki
St. James in the comfort of Luke's diner. How's that for a silver lining?
There you go.
Yeah. Cajun eggs Benedict. Now that's from Suki's kitchen and Luke's diner. Let me know if you remember the episode and story that comes from down below.
I don't. Cereal combos.
This is pretty cool. I definitely would love to give these a try, but I don't think we have all of these cereals here.
I don't think we have any of them.
No.
The Bulldog, Flaky Trix Mix, the Gluten-Free, K-Pop Crunch, Chocolate Peanut Butter Crunch, and the Kickers Starter. And I think the only thing we've got is
Honey Nut Cheerios and corn. No, we don't have Corn Pops.
No, we've got Corn Flakes.
I'm sure we have similar, like, varieties, but it just wouldn't be the same.
Coffee cake. Yuck.
Yeah, not our cup of tea.
Muffins, rolls, breads, and scones.
Okay. Got to have some good scones.
Traditional scone.
With mascarpone. We've got to make those.
Orange maize muffins.
Orange glazed muffins. Probably not my cup of tea.
Apple spice muffins. Yes, please.
Always delicious.
Lemon poppy seed muffins. I'm neither here nor there about them.
No, me either.
Ooh, I was up to it until it said walnut. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Ooh, double chocolate chip muffins. I bet they'd be a favourite for a lot of people.
Blueberry muffins are also quite delicious.
You keep going, but let us know down below what your favourite recipes would you see us kind of flicking through and what you might like to see us try out. Because we will be trying some of these in
Focaccia
future.
bread with rosemary and roasted garlic.
Oh, I do love roasted garlic. Delicious.
We're up to soups, sauces, and butters.
We also grow our own rosemary generally too, so that would be easy just to pop a bit of that in.
It's turned into a weed, I think, it's growing so big.
Yeah.
Chili.
Chicken noodle soup for when you're feeling unwell.
Homemade chicken broth. Does it come with the chicken?
No.
Mushroom soup.
We're not big soup eaters.
This one actually says contributed by someone too underneath.
Yeah. So it wasn't just the author, there was obviously other people who assisted her.
You contributed zucchini soup.
Zucchini soup, I don't know. I'd give it a try because it's in the Gilmore Girls cookbook.
Doesn't that come in a certain show, a movie you like?
It does. Mock turtle soup, that's a sad storyline on the show, but funny recipe.
It's sad in Through the Looking Glass as well, isn't it?
Well, yes, very true. It's a watercress
that?
soup. It's a watercress soup from Emily's house. Of course.
I thought they had a question mark. Watercress soup.
Who else would be eating that? Let's face it.
Peach sauce.
Let us know if you've ever had watercress soup.
Yeah,
because I haven't. Ooh, pesto. I love a good pesto.
Traditional Italian pesto. Cilantro, which is
not called cilantro here.
What is it called?
I don't know. Don't put me on the spot, Nathan.
Spicy sun-dried tomato pesto and sweet mint pesto.
This one sounds good to me. I love the little containers too.
They're very cool.
Totally irrelevant.
Pineapple cranberry chutney.
I'd pass on that, but you'd probably eat that.
I probably like that. I like sweet chutneys. Butter.
I've always wanted to try making my own butter and cheeses and things like that. Maybe this will inspire me.
Well, how about we just leave some yogurt out on the bench?
No, thank you.
Cinnamon butter. Oh, that does look good.
Burgers and sandwiches. Now this one, keep going, really makes me think of the show because a lot of these are obviously from like Luke's Diner, which features in I think every episode of the show.
A Santa burger.
Gotta have a Santa burger.
Luke made this for L'Oreal on Christmas Eve. L'Oreal Paris.
No.
Actually, I'm not intentionally mispronouncing that.
You're just awful. Just awful.
I'm just awful. A turkey burger. Sounds pretty delicious to me.
Yep.
Monte Cristo. I want to really try one of those.
Monte Cristo sandwich. Not healthy. Yeah, and you can also see these are mostly from Luke's Diner.
Chicken chow mein sandwich.
From this one.
I've never had... I suppose you could turn anything to a sandwich.
That's one of the more kind of unique ones to this particular book.
Open face hot turkey sandwich. Ooh, a
patty melt.
Is it like a Krabby Patty?
No.
Grilled cheese. What does it have in it?
You can't go past grilled cheese.
Munster cheese, cheddar, butter, and dill pickle.
Well, the dill pickle is just for garnish.
Ooh, tuna melt, please.
Right up your alley.
High tea, peanut butter sandwich and jelly sandwiches.
Definitely not from Luke's Diner. Suki's kitchen instead.
Well, you can tell that it's high tea and fancy because there's no crust on them.
Oh yeah, you can't have crusts. Although I love crust,
Cucumber
even as a
mint
kid.
Sandwiches, no thank you, I'll pass on that, thank you.
I ate all my crusts as a kid.
Smoked salmon cream cheese, that's a classic combo, as they say.
Delicious, also from Suki's kitchen, of course. Pasta and rice dishes.
Risotto. That's always hard to cook, risotto.
And you've got to have it with the right wine.
Ooh, beef
and if you watched Gilmore Girls, you'd know that.
I do not know that. I must not have watched it.
You mustn't have watched.
Beef Veroni looks delicious and hearty. Mac and cheese.
You have to say, hilarious. Emily's version of it. Makes no sense to Nathan, but I'm sure someone out there watching knows what I'm talking
You
about.
should see my face. Mac and cheese. Well, Laura loves mac
one of
and
my
cheese.
favourites.
Macaroni and cheese and a jalapeno chipotle cream sauce.
That sounds delicious, and that, I have to say, would be one of the top recipes out of this that I really, really
And we
want
can
to
actually
try.
make it because we actually grow our own jalapeno peppers.
Yes, we do. We have a whole bunch outside right now.
Spaghetti and meatballs.
Nice traditional.
Chicken and noodle casserole.
This is quite a big book. Like, there's a lot of recipes.
Well, what,
in
151? There's probably at least 100 pages so far of recipes, or...
this. Yeah. I like the books that kind of have that little intro, but then really get into the recipes.
if you've seen a Coca-Cola book, I think about half of it's taken up by history, which is very disappointing.
Yes. Salmon puffs.
Puff, puff, puff.
Fried stuffed squash blossoms. Probably not something I'd go out of my way to make. I would eat them, though.
I thought they were serving a cat. This is a plate.
No. Roquefort puffs. And you don't have to pronounce Roquefort like I did.
No.
Not at all. No.
Mushroom caps.
Ooh, deviled eggs.
I do like deviled egg.
Yep.
Bruschetta. Good bruschetta, nice and fresh. Yes.
Let's see. This is a very different one. Rory Cooks, which does not happen really at all.
Rory grows from a shy, awkward, bookish girl into an accomplished, confident woman who also likes bruschetta. The end.
That's not quite what it says.
Beef skewers.
Nice and simple.
Ratatouille. Good movie. Not sure about
Never been my
the dish.
favourite dish, yeah. Mashed potatoes, always a nice classic.
And you do like your potato dishes.
I do. Pancetta, chestnut stuffing.
I'm not a big fan of
Really
chestnut.
get a lot of chestnuts here, so yeah.
Well, you'd hate this.
Warm potato and chorizo salad. Well, I would, because I can see asparagus in it.
We'd take that out, of course.
Oh, I did see jalapenos on that list, though.
Meat, seafood, main dishes.
Pot roast.
Classic. Chuck roast. Maybe labeled pot roast. Flat, quality cut of meat.
And I'm sure it's labelled something entirely different
Oh,
here.
I'm sure. Lamb
I have
chops
so much trouble finding the right cuts of meat and things here versus like an American or a British recipe. Oh, it's just a nightmare.
fried chicken and fried chicken sushi.
Oh, yes. Well, when you stay at home and go to Japan, that's what you've got to have.
Meatloaf. I'm not sure about the food, but you do like the artist.
Do you like the singer? Yep.
Lamb and artichoke stew. Pass.
Yeah.
Roast duck and pass. Yuck. In a chocolate orange sauce.
You can tell what we do and don't like.
Beef jerky would be
Ooh,
really cool to
yeah.
make.
Making some beef jerky would be
Because beef jerky isn't
fun.
big in Australia, or any
No.
sort of jerky.
And it's expensive if you buy like the
yeah.
store-bought ones.
Squab is actually a game pigeon. Gobble gobble.
Yes, it is.
That's a turkey.
Lobster, not a rock lobster.
No,
just a
I was
lobster.
actually listening to the Rock Lobsters by the B-52s the other day.
Yeah.
Our son liked it.
Deep fried turkey, definitely one we will never ever try because
No.
we don't have anything that we could deep fry a whole turkey in.
Cookies, cakes, and ice cream.
Mini lemon bun cakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Rocky Road cookies,
Yes,
Nathan,
please.
just for you.
But does it have any cherries or anything in there?
Pecans in it.
Homemade Twinkies.
I bet they'd be better than store-bought. Sorry, I don't love the store-bought
No, the
ones.
store-bought ones aren't our favourite. You don't really get them here anyway.
I was going to say they're expensive here when they're imported.
Blueberry
so.
shortcake. Oh, that's a long one, that one.
Yes, it is, but looks good. Caramel marshmallow chocolate chunk cookies. Oh boy.
Now
I have baked with marshmallows before in muffins though, and they just completely disintegrated, dissolved
And you
inside
can't
the
taste it.
muffin.
It's
No.
bizarre. Oh, muffin bottom and pudding pie. Yes,
Because she
please.
had to do something with her leftover muffin bottoms.
As you do.
Yeah.
Oatmeal cookies.
Yeah, pretty standard.
Hey, look, it's
Lorelai's Asia.
that's you don't have many of those in there, do you?
Dessert sushi. Yes,
So
please.
it's like a fruit by the foot, any flavour. I assume that's like a fruit roll up here.
Yeah, something like that.
Marshmallow cream, red licorice twist, Tootsie Roll, Butterfinger Bites,
Jujubes.
chocolate chips. I think there's a couple of those we could replace, but I don't think we can get most of those brands here.
No, we can't, unfortunately. We'd still give it a go, or make our own version, perhaps.
chocolate ice cream.
Apple tarts.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Coming near the end now, because we're obviously in the sweet section.
Pizzles?
Yes.
Peas.
No.
Looks like a spider, actually.
They're really pretty. That would be so hard to get that pretty thing. I imagine you've got to have something. Yeah, you've got to have a
stencil or
specific
something.
maker.
Double chocolate brownies.
Baked Alaska. It's never really
Ooh,
pudding. That looks
Yum,
pretty
yum,
good.
yum.
Yeah. And then we just have a bit of information at the end, like to kind of explain
Layers
different
versus tiers,
terms
decorating
and
the cake,
things.
crumb coat.
Then we have dark chocolate s'mores wedding cake.
Is this the ultimate recipe in this book?
Not for me, personally.
I mean, the hardest to make.
Oh, I imagine it would be very difficult to make.
It's still going.
I can't imagine why I would necessarily make that recipe. It's cool to see and read, but I wouldn't have a use for a cake that size.
It is called the graduation hat sort of thing, but I'm not sure about the espresso part of that cake.
Coffee, no thanks.
Chocolate praline crunch cake.
Now that sounds delicious.
These are...
Keep on going. That's a tricky cake. And then we have some nice conversion charts, very handy, specifically for us to go into grams, which we have here, mils, all that sort of stuff.
And then we have a recipe guide which actually
puts it into those categories. So you have Emily's House, Lorelai's Asia, which is just one, Luke's Diner, Rory Cooks, again, just one, Suki's Kitchen, Town Favourite, and then just a regular index like you would normally have in a cookbook. So yeah, that's the unofficial Gilmore Girls, can't even speak now.
Girls with a Z.
Cookbook. I really like it. Obviously, I'm a huge fan of the show though. If you're not a huge fan of the show, I mean, there's still a lot of really nice recipes in there, but you're not going to get the references. So,
no, and I think that's half the fun with a book like this.
Yeah, definitely. I love it. If you love Gilmore Girls, then you're probably going to love it too. Pretty much sums it up, I think.
Well, I just can't wait for you to cook me some of these delicious Gilmore Girl recipes.
I bet you can't. We will have them coming when we get settled in a new home. If you enjoyed watching this video, give us a thumbs up. Let us know down below which recipe you would love to see us try first. Hit subscribe and check out the link in the description to our toy review channel.
Sounds good.
Thanks for watching.
Bye-bye.